Hey, Aries, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your September 2024 bonus reading. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Aries, welcome. We'll take a look at what is being illuminated in your world and your life, partially due to the upcoming eclipse season that we have, and how is what's being illuminated to you opening the door to new opportunity, to new chapters in your world. We'll see what the best initiative to take moving forward is that could help you on your journey. We'll look at your values, any blocks that may be showing up, and we'll connect to an outcome. So bottom of the deck here, we have the Judgment card showing up. The Judgment card is about a spiritual rebirth. This is about life's purpose. There has been a lot of self-awareness, Aries, that you've been guided to participate in, right? Participating in your own life, basically. A lot of rebirth happening here for you. This is about trials and tribulations, letting go of perhaps past hurts or pain. And this is about moving forward, no going back. This is entering into a new phase. And now that you have reached, or you're about to reach, some sort of judgment day, right? You can see that Alice has come up against the Jabberwocky. It's the big old dragon there. And there is no turning back because she's at a very pivotal point in her journey. And the Judgment card is saying you are going to redeem yourself in some way, shape, or form because you've gone through this period of self-awareness. And I feel like there is a calling here. This is your life's purpose. This is basically what you've come here to learn and how you've, evolved along the way. And I feel like there is an opportunity, a really beautiful opportunity here on the other side of this. So yeah, you're facing something with the Judgment, but what you're facing is going to bring about a brand new chapter, a brand new journey. So we have here the Emperor. This is you. The Emperor is represented by the Wizard of Oz, and this is all about illumination. Now, when the Emperor shows up, he's a ruler. This is about being disciplined, having stability, structure, and order. This could be a father, it could be a husband, or someone who embodies the masculine energy of taking action towards their life, right? Taking action, maybe helping other people out. You could be a business owner, Aries. You could be someone who is asked to step into some sort of leadership role or position. Because remember, this is you and your personal power, and that is what's being illuminated, is this big boss energy here with the Emperor. So bossing up in some area of your life. Perhaps it is getting more structured and routine with your health. Okay, if something has been falling short, the Emperor won't have it, right? This is about you realizing your own worth, because the Emperor already knows his own worth. But I feel like instead of hiding behind the curtain like the Wizard of Oz does, I feel like you're remembering your journey, your path. And that's why the Judgment card is showing up here. And right behind it, wow, right behind it, we have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is about, endings. So there has been something that's been maybe quite painful for you. This is about a difficulty that you've gone through. It's almost over, and it's really illuminating your personal power in a profound way is what I'm picking up on here for you. You're going to realize who you truly are and what you are capable of. That's what this Aries energy is all about. So this is you reconnecting to a part of you that may have been lost or may have been suppressed for reasons beyond your control even. And when this Emperor shows up, this is about regaining a sense of stability in your life. Some of you may have even gone through a situation with an Emperor that was very controlling. This could be an authority figure, a boss, a father. It could have been someone who was very dominant, or perhaps they lacked the structure you needed at that time, but it actually was exactly what you needed for your soul's journey to evolve and grow. Okay, you may not have known that at that time, but that's why judgment is here, because this is you coming to the point where there's a sense of awareness that everything you've gone through has made you stronger. And that's why you're showing up in your own reading here, Aries. This is powerful. So what new chapters are showing up here in your life? You have the Five of Wands in reverse. I like that the Five of Wands is actually in reverse here, because this is playing croquet with the Queen, right? When the Five of Wands shows up, this is about leaning away from unnecessary conflict and avoiding drama, okay? Avoiding drama, because when the Five of Wands shows up in the upright, this is about too many people involved, or it could be a struggle with others. It can feel highly competitive, or a lot of adversity here in some way, shape, or form. But I feel like you've maybe played the game in some way, shape, or form. And maybe it was unintentional. Maybe you didn't want to even think of playing it as a game. But, you know, croquet with the Queen is something that it's like you had to attend. You had to attend this meeting or this group, or you were born into a specific family, or you were part of this tribe in some way, shape, or form. So it's as if you couldn't sit on the sidelines in some way, shape, or form. And you weren't meant to. Even though you may be saying, well, Mel, I was cast aside, or I was benched. That's not what I'm getting at here. I feel like you were meant to be a part of some sort of tribe unit. This could be family dynamic. It could be the people that you worked with, Aries, or you work with. But I feel like there was some sort of conflict, adversity, or opposing views. Everybody going a little haywire. You see all of the, flamingos here are going in every which direction. It looks like a big cluster. And I feel like the new chapter is about you coming to a point where you recognize your worth. You know your worth. That's why you have this Aries energy showing up here. And you're not going to settle for less than you deserve, but you may not have fully come to terms or come to some sort of awareness if you hadn't gone through this, this so-called quote unquote game. And that's what we're going to call it, because it's croquet with the Queen. So it's as if you had to overcome some sort of obstacle or challenge in order to get to your Six of Wands. And I'm just looking here. I don't see the Six of Wands, but I feel with your values here that oh, never mind. You have it, because you have the Five of Wands and the One, the Ace. Five of Wands and Ace of Wands equals your Six. So I knew that you had it here in you to move forward. And that's what I see happening, because the new chapter is about you rising above the fray, you rising above and realizing that it's game over, or that you're rising above the situation here. And there's a new chapter with this Five of Wands, and this chapter involves less conflict, less drama, less obstacles, because you've already gone through them, right? You've already gone through them. So what initiative is best for you to take? King of Wands. This is beautiful. Look at all this wand energy. And I'll remind you here, wands are all about, passion and creativity. This is the spiritual force behind, what inspires you, basically. So when this King of Wands shows up as Prince Inga here, this King of Wands is someone who is an influencer. He marches to the beat of his own drum. He's very active. He's very passionate. So this is you, Aries. It's also fire energy, which you are fire. This is the archetype I really want you to embody, is that of someone who takes charge, who's very goal-oriented, driven. This is a leader, someone who's very adventurous, very successful. This can be a person who's very assertive, not afraid to express their ideas and to use the resources that they have. You can see that, you know, he's on this ship or this sailboat, and he's taking charge. He's doing what he needs to do to overcome, you know, any of the waves that the ocean throws upon him. And I feel like you have everything you need to move forward passionately and to be very successful on your journey. You also are an influencer of some type. Now, that doesn't mean you're an influencer on social media, although some of you certainly could be, but I feel like you influence others. They look up to you. This could be you influencing your family, your children, the people you work with, your clients, you know, whomever this is for you. It's because you have been a big influencer for yourself, but you may have had some sort of, you know, authority figure in your life that was very pivotal on your journey, even if you didn't quite see it at that time. Maybe they were behind the curtain. Maybe they were emotionally unavailable or absent. I mean, they could have been, you know, again, a father figure, or someone who had acted as that Wizard of Oz in your life. And I feel like you've come so far, and now you're ready to take on anything that comes your way. And that's the initiative that you're putting into this. This is your passion projects. This is because you care about others, or you care about, you know, your life. This is about you doing what you need to do to move forward on your journey. I like the King of Wands showing up as action to take, initiative. So what do we have for your values? We have the Ace of Wands. Again, more wand energy showing up for you. A lot of fire here, which you are, again, a fire sign. So this is about you fully embodying that element of fire and knowing how to rein it in, right? Just like with fire, it has to be contained in some way, shape, or form, but it can be used to warm our, you know, our hearts, our souls, to warm us up in ways that no other element can do. But if we let it get out of control, it can create rage and anger, and it can, you know, or if we suppress it, it can go out. So there is a fire that is being activated within you at this time, Aries. And the Ace of Wands is a new value, or perhaps an existing value that is lighting it up. This is Glinda's wand. In The Wizard of Oz, Glinda uses her wand to, you know, put the ruby slippers on Dorothy to help her find her way, to help her navigate forward. And I feel like you're using this wand in a profound way, because when this shows up, this is a new beginning. It is a gift. And I feel like there has been struggles perhaps to tap into your own gifts or your own creativity. Perhaps there has been some sort of motivation delay. And I'm getting, for some of you, it may have even been because of others. Okay, it could have been due to others, or it could have been due to maybe even health. I'm just going to peek ahead here. Yeah, it's due to maybe some sort of ending even, but this is the new beginning that we see, a new gift showing up with the Ace of Wands. So as this value is reignited within you, this is a moment of conception, right? This is you planting the seeds here towards a new purpose. And you having the potential to go all the way. You are going all the way with the King of Wands here. As long as you put in some sort of initiative here, you're going to overcome that Five of Wands, and you're going to, you know, hit that Six of Wands, which is all about victory, success, leadership, and accomplishment. This is your reward and your hard work paying off, and you recognizing that you're going to hold this wand with you on your journey. So don't forget about the magic, right? Don't forget the magic that you hold and you possess within yourself. Okay, Ace of Wands, beautiful. This could be a very artistic endeavor that you're on, a very creative endeavor, something that you are spiritually aligned to. You have a lot of passion towards. This could be a new relationship. This may be, desires that you have, new inventions. I mean, whatever this is for you, the Ace of Wands, you use that wand to bring it to fruition and it is favorable, but it's because your values are aligning with your action. Ace of Wands and King of Wands here, definitely in alignment. And then you being illuminated here. I mean, Aries, this is amazing. Let's look at the blocks. What do we have? Okay, we have the Ace of Swords here. So how interesting that we have double ace energy. We have the Ace of Wands in the upright and we have the Ace of Swords. There may be some sort of hidden truths. This could be miscommunication, indecision. Oh, that's what it is. Some of you, you've been too much in your head. This can be overly consumed by logic, overly consumed by misconceptions or truths that don't exist. They're lies. But that's why you have this Ace of Swords here, because the Ace of Swords is the Vorpal sword. This is the Ace of Truth. So there's some sort of truth coming in here that is going to release the blockage. Okay, this could be self, because aces are about the self. So maybe you were telling yourself some lie. Okay, I'm just going to put that out there. Maybe there was a lie that you weren't good enough with the Five of Wands, that you were not going to thrive above. You were going to be caught in the fray like everyone else. So for example, with the Five of Wands, this can be competitive energy, not wanting to start a YouTube channel, being a tarot reader because everybody has started a YouTube channel as a tarot reader and you feel like you're going to get caught in the fray. You're not going to rise above. There's not going to be, anyone that sees your channel because you're doing the same exact thing as everyone else. But this is about you believing in your power, believing in your magic, and knowing that if you have this gift, which you do, we all do, but you having this passion and this gift and your values are aligned with your purpose. This is about staying true to yourself, staying true to your integrity. That only then will you be able to remove the blockages that say, hey, I can do this, instead of I can't. Okay. And that's what I see here you doing, is removing the blocks by removing a lie or a hidden truth that you may have had to really dig in or step into this Emperor energy, which is you. You may have had to go digging. It may be you coming up against this Judgment energy in order for you to realize that you have what it takes to slay any dragons, or, you've come a long way on your journey. And I'm getting the message here of you didn't come all this way just to get this far. So I feel like you're putting an end to destructive thinking. That can be that Ten of Swords as well, because the Ten of Swords is represented by the Wicked Witch of the East, right? The tornado has come through, the tower has come through, and it's landed the house on the Wicked Witch of the East, right? And yes, there's that ending, but it's representing a brand new beginning. And I feel like that's what's showing up here for you. So what is the outcome? We have the Two of Swords. So the outcome is you moving on from that ace energy. So we see the ace, but it may be that there's going to be a very significant choice that you make, because this is the Tolgi Woods Two of Swords. So Two of Swords can be about, coming up to a point in your life where you're at a crossroads, right? You're at a crossroads. Don't be paralyzed by indecision and trust your instincts. I'm going to get one more card here to clarify the Two of Swords, because you are going to come up to this crossroads point. I'm going to keep the Judgment out and the Ten of Swords because that was at the bottom of the deck. But Spirit, what else do we have with the outcome? Okay, there's a card that's already flipped. Oh, the Sun. Look at that. The Sun is represented by the Garden of Lively Flowers. I love this energy. And the Sun is all about illumination. So what we see here being illuminated is your power, this Emperor, right? And I also see a softening of structures. So if there has been rigidity, if there has been a hardening, because of conditions where we tend to get into a state of maybe closing down to certain opportunities. We close our heart, we block ourselves off to things, we tell ourselves, truths that don't exist, right? Or lies that we think are truths. I feel like the Emperor here is you illuminating that you're not just that man or that woman behind the curtain, that you are the mighty and powerful Oz, right? You have what it takes here to manifest and fulfill your dreams. The sun is all about, yes, illumination, but it's about happiness and joy. It's the most joyful energy in the deck. This is confidence, it's vitality, it's good health, it's warmth. And when this shows up for you, some of you have questioned, what makes me happy? What is truly going to make me happy on this path? And Spirit is saying here, trust in your, instincts here, of course, but not over analyzing or using so much logic that it blocks your happiness. Because when the sun shows up as the probable outcome here for you, it requires your participation. It requires you to remove the block, right, with that Ace of Swords, to come into alignment with one's soul's truth, and use the sword to cut away any barriers, to cut away any, negative patterns or lies or misconceptions about who you are, where you're going. And even though there may have been judgments cast upon you, or perhaps you've judged yourself in some way, the Ten of Swords reminds you to put that negative thinking to an end, because you're heading towards a new journey. You see in the background of the Ten of Swords there's the yellow brick road. And I feel like you come to that pivotal point where, Dorothy and the Tin Man and the Lion, they all get to that crossroads, right? I think that's where they meet the Scarecrow, right? And I feel like you're at the point where there could be helpful people coming in for you. I'm just going to clarify a couple of these bigger energies. We're going to clarify the Emperor, because the Emperor doesn't roll alone. I mean, yes, he climbs to the top, and sometimes that can be a lonely path, but typically the Emperor has, a lot of people underneath him. And I don't mean underneath as in better than anyone, but he has built an empire. So there's going to be people in his kingdom, right? And I feel like there are helpful people that perhaps you don't see coming. Okay, that could be what's being illuminated, is that you're not alone, even though it's been maybe a little bit of a lonely journey. Six of Cups. Now, the Six of Cups is the card of, it can be nostalgia. It can be cherishing memories. It can be childhood. And with this Six of Cups showing up, I feel like this is a second chance to either reconnect to a past person, and it doesn't have to be an ex or a lover. That's, a lot of people read that as such, but I feel like this is reconnecting that childhood spark within you. Okay, reconnecting to that sense of nostalgia, and maybe even going back to a place of simplicity, because this Emperor can take on a lot of responsibility, a lot. I mean, if you're building a kingdom here and you're overlooking and overseeing the kingdom, I mean, that in itself is a lot of responsibility. And for some of you, if you've been raising a family, if you've been working, if you've been creating, you've been building, I feel like the Six of Cups is, cherishing, of course, what you've created, but it's also saying here, try not to attach yourself to unhealthy patterns of the past, and reconnect or strengthen relationships that you currently have in your life. But if there are unhealthy patterns or dynamics from childhood, release them so new bonds can be formed. Yep, that's what it is. New bonds can be formed. Let's take a peek at this Five of Wands showing up in reverse as your new chapter, because I feel like that is, new tribe, but also strengthening existing tribe. So let's take a look here. Why is the 5 of Wands showing up? Ace of Cups. Beautiful. Look at all this ace energy. Ace of Cups is emotionally being ready. You have these gifts. These are profound. Aces are all about new beginnings, and they're about the gifts of love. We have the gift of love. We have the gift of passion. We have the gift of truth. And it's showing up here all in your reading. And when this Ace of Cups shows up, this could be a soul quenching renewal that really brings about emotional fulfillment. So stay curious, stay positive, and stay hopeful, because again, we're getting another ace clarifying the 5. So whatever obstacles, whatever challenges you've gone through, because 5s can be challenging energy, right? They can be struggles, adversity, conflict. It can be, like the birds, the flamingos getting together, and look at all the feathers flying. And isn't there a quote? The flock, something about the flock flying together. Okay, birds of a feather fly together, something of that nature. And because we have the ace, there could be someone coming on board or someone exiting for new space to, help you thrive, help you grow. And yes, recognizing that you didn't get all this way without the help of others, including the help of people who may have really challenged you. Yeah, and that's what we were picking up on in the very beginning. All right, let's look at, I want to peek at the block a little bit more with this Ace of Swords. What can you do to help you pull out the Ace of Swords here that may be stuck in a rock, right? What can we do to help you pull that Ace of Swords out? To help you be able to see the truth. Authenticity is what I'm hearing. Stay authentic to you. You are authentic. Trust in your gifts. Bottom of the deck here, 3 of Wands. So more wand energy showing up, and we have the 10 of Cups. Okay, beautiful. So when the 3 of Wands shows up, there has been some setbacks. There's been some unexpected setbacks on your journey. You may have been overwhelmed. There may have been hesitation, or some of you were lost in the planning stages of a situation, planning for that move or planning for that relationship to enter your world, or planning and planning and planning. But the action piece in itself, there may have been a little bit of hesitation. And that's what I see you getting clear about, is finally now that 3 of Wands at the bottom of the deck is saying you're able to move forward. This is about growth. You're able to see the growth. You're able to see how far you've come with that 3 of Wands here. And this can be about anticipation. It can be manifestation, right? And having the courage to explore. And success is only but a move away. And we see that with the game here, right? With the croquet with the queen. And we called it the game earlier. And it literally is one ace away from making a move that is going to be very successful, very abundant. And we have the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is what you are shaking free once you release some sort of blockage here, which the blockage could be about, again, I'm getting authenticity, about hidden truths, whatever this block is for you. It's actually leading to a sense of loving completion here. The 10 of Cups is the ultimate blessing. This could be twin flame. This could be a togetherness. It could be marriage. It could be community, family, happiness. I mean, it is the ultimate blessing here, Aries. So I see that whatever judgment is being cast here, that it's actually illuminating your path to a lot of emotional fulfillment in your world. But it does require you to really get honest and get out of the head a little bit if we've been over analyzing or overthinking, and find that balance between the head and the heart, because that's truly going to help you stay in alignment with your purpose, with your path, and it's going to help you build solid relationships with others, because there's a lot of spiritual energy in your reading. I mean, you have wand after wand after wand. I didn't even see one pentacle showing up for you. So for some of you, This has everything to do with your pentacle because this is what is missing here, right? So it could be your finances, your health, and this is what is going to steer you in that direction. The Judgment is saying here, we can take action and it's going to increase the pentacle, because the only ace that's missing is the Ace of Pentacles here. And that is your new beginning in the material world. And I feel like you're ready to start this new life, but it starts within you. So that is what I have for you, Aries. Let's see if there's any final messages. We're going to pull an oracle card here for you. Any final messages from your guides, your angels, your ancestors? This came out right away. You have the Awakening. Look at that. That's the Judgment card. That is a massive spiritual rebirth. And it says energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. So you're going through this awakening, this, energetic upgrade that is going to help you manifest that Ace of Pentacles, that, start of a new life, a new chapter of your world. And I'm liking this for you, Aries. We have the Great Gathering. And a big theme in your reading is not having to go it alone, or again, the birds of a feather. It's all coming together, intuitive hits and soul tribe. So this is, the right people coming in, strengthening of existing bonds, knowing that you are supported. I'm also getting spiritual team, okay? Because we have such a strong energy of spirituality in your reading, which we're all spiritual, right? That's our essence. So you don't have to go looking for it. Your team has been here all along. Your spiritual team, your ancestors, your guides. And I feel like you're receiving hits. You're receiving intuitive hits, downloads, dreams, prophecies even. And then lastly, we have the Sisterhood of the Rose. This is about beauty and devotion. This is giving me Venus vibes, which we have a lot of Venus activation happening. Libra and Taurus are ruled by Venus, and we have Libran season coming in at the end of the month, September 22nd, 23rd. And I feel like you are enjoying more of life's beauty, okay, or the beautiful things within yourself, within others. This is about devoting your life to perhaps mysticism or teaching or being that high priest, high priestess energy, really trusting your own intuition and devoting yourself again to leaving the world a better place than you found it. Not that anyone's leaving anytime soon, but this has to do with legacy. Okay. And I feel like you may be called to teach. You may be called to, be that mystic, to share your knowledge in some way, because remember, you are the King of Wands. You are represented here by taking action and inspiring, because you are inspirational. Right? You are inspirational, Aries. You are an influencer of some sort, and you are fighting for a cause. There's something here about you really helping the planet in some way, shape, or form, and it is all coming together. There's energetic upgrades. This is about you leaving that legacy and being that legacy here on Earth. You don't have to wait until you're gone to be a legacy. It starts now. You've already been creating that. You've already been leaving an imprint here on Earth. That is what I have for you, Aries. Powerful bonus reading. If you guys like it, please hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. Feel free to share, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you so much for tuning in today, Aries. Lots of love.